Get money, stay pretty, handle your business, enjoy life, stay sexy, and don't give a fuck.
Have you ever noticed that two people can use the exact same dusting powder and still smell completely different? That's because dusting powder is only one part of the routine. The way people layer it, the products they combine it with, and even the scents they choose all help create their own signature scent. But no matter how different the routine looks, the goal is usually the same: to smell amazing and keep that scent lasting as long as possible throughout the day. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel, and today we are looking at different ways people layer dusting powder with body care and fragrance products to create a long-lasting scent experience. Some of these methods are simple, some are creative, and a few might even surprise you. So without wasting time, let's get into it.
If you're not using a dusting powder, you're probably not smelling as good as you could. So let me show you how to layer it properly so that you can leave that amazing scent trail and smell so yummy all day. So the first step when you get out of the shower is applying a very hydrating body lotion. Not only is it a great way to start moisturizing, but you really want to build the fragrance from the bottom up. And I believe this is the Golden Hour by Josie Moran, and it's the best in my opinion. Next, we're moving on to one of my favorite product finds of this year, and this is the Lush Moisturizing Bar. Now, if you haven't used one of these before, let me tell you something. I'm putting you on game, because this is basically oil in a bar that smells like vanilla, coconut, and chocolate all in one product. And I still smell this on my skin hours after using it. Now, to keep the scent going, we're gonna go in with a coconut vanilla deodorant. And now it's time to add our dusting powder. Now, if you want a very gourmand, yummy smelling dusting powder, I'm using the Super Milk and Sticky Dates one by Lush. And application is key, y'all, so we're gonna put this in all of our crevices. So my armpits, my neck, elbows, back of the knees, and between my legs. And so we're gonna let this settle in our skin for 5 minutes before rubbing it off. I know a lot of people put some on their chest, but I like my chest really glowy and it takes away the glow, so that's why I only put it on my neck. And now this is gonna be a perfect base for your perfume to stick on. Lastly, it's time for the perfumes, and we're gonna stay on theme here, and I'm gonna go in with a body spray first and spray it all over. So next we're gonna take our perfume and spray it on all the areas we basically put our dusting powder on. Finish it all off, we're gonna go in with a hair perfume, because when people smell you and they get a whiff of that scent, they're gonna be thinking about you for days. And now you're gonna be smelling like the best vanilla coconut sugar cookie in the room.
Alright, hang on. I actually like how this routine focuses on building scent in layers instead of relying on one product to do all the work. A lot of people spray perfume and hope for the best, but this routine starts much earlier with moisturizing, body oils, deodorant, and then dusting powder. One thing I find interesting is how she applies the powder to several areas instead of only one spot. The idea seems to be creating multiple points where fragrance can linger throughout the day. And let's be honest, we have all had those moments where we leave the house smelling amazing, and somehow by lunchtime we are wondering where the scent went. That's why so many people are experimenting with layering instead of depending on a single perfume. I also think the hair perfume step is worth mentioning, because hair can hold scent surprisingly well. Sometimes when people say someone smells good, they are actually noticing the scent trail coming from their hair rather than their perfume alone. So the overall theme here is simple. Instead of one strong scent, you are building several soft scent layers that work together. We continue.
I heard y'all in the comments. I'm finally here to show you guys how to use the dusting powder. Now, a lot of you actually don't know what this is used for. My understanding of dusting powder, it can be used for areas where you get sweaty, or you just want to cover up any kind of must that you get in certain areas, or people just basically use this to make their scents last a lot longer. Another question you guys were asking me was whether the cotton pads stay in. No, they do not. After 24 hours, you are supposed to remove the cotton pads from the jar. Why we put the cotton pads in? It's just to add a little bit more oomph and scent to it. And also, if you leave them in for too long, it can mold, so don't do that. Now, let's finally get into how we use it. So it's actually really simple. What you wanna do is you wanna start out with moisturized skin. Now, on a daily basis, I like to go in with some form of body butter, body lotion, body cream, whatever you got to use is fine. What I'm using currently is the Palmer's Tahitian Vanilla Body Balm. Anyways, what you wanna do is you wanna take your body balm, your body whatever, you're gonna take it, you're gonna put it on your body as per normal. Make sure you get in that chest and that neck. After going in with your moisturizer, you want to use some type of body oil. Any body oil is fine. This is just what I prefer to use for today. This is the Lush Massage Bar in Turmeric Latte. So good. I just warm it up between my hands. I take it, I just apply it all over my body. Now, if you're a girly that likes to use perfume oils, now is the time to apply it. So the one I'm using right now is Vanilla Musk by Namat. Now I'm just gonna apply it to my inner wrist, inner elbow, and behind the ears. And I do like to put it on my chest as well. Now, because I'm filming from this angle, I obviously can't show you, but I do apply this oil like on the inner parts of my knees and by my ankles. Now it's time to get into the fun stuff, which is our dusting powder. We're gonna knock off some of that excess powder. And what we're gonna do is in every area where you applied your perfume oil, you're gonna go ahead and dust that down. Pat it in just like that. The powder does go away and it disappears. The only thing I will say about dusting powder is that if you guys like that glow that body oil gives you, it's getting erased by the dusting powder. But honestly, I don't mind because it gives more of a dry oil glow. And my body powder does have a little bit of shimmer in it, so a win-win.
Oh my God! Wow!
Go ahead and press again. You want to take this, you want to go behind the neck again. I'm gonna give this another pat down, and we're just gonna get our chest. For my girlies who sweat, if you have any areas on your body where you just want that to be a little bit more dry, I would use that there too. For someone like me, I'm a big girl, I got a little roller too, and sometimes I like putting it there as well, and it smells super good. But yeah, after that, you can go ahead and layer down all your fragrances that you want, your body sprays, your perfumes, your whatever, and voila, you are all done. Now that you know how to use dusting powder, every room you walk into, there's definitely gonna be a nice little scent trail, and people are definitely gonna stop and ask you what you've got on. Anyways, if there's any more tips and tricks that you guys want from me, please do let me know in the comments. I am more than happy to make a video for you guys. But with all that being said, I will see you guys later. Bye.
Okay, what stands out about this routine is how much attention is given to freshness before fragrance. Sometimes people focus so much on smelling good that they forget staying fresh is part of smelling good. The cotton pad tip is also interesting because it highlights something many people overlook. Products work best when they are used properly and maintained properly. And another thing I notice is that she combines body oil, perfume oil, dusting powder, body sprays, and perfume. And the truth is, that might sound like a lot, but the goal isn't necessarily to make the scent stronger. The goal is often to make the scent last longer. So think of it like building layers of clothing during cold weather. One layer by itself may not do much, but when several layers work together, the overall effect becomes much stronger. And for people who sweat more throughout the day, routines like this have become especially popular because they're constantly looking for ways to stay feeling fresh for longer periods. Now, the next method is probably the most creative one in today's video. If you have spent time on beauty tips, you have likely seen people experimenting with custom scent combinations, and this routine takes that idea to another level. Let's watch it.
All right, we need to investigate this whole dusting powder trend because I have been seeing this all over my For You, and the girls are saying this is how you properly smell good and for your scent to last all freaking day. So you know I need to try this, okay? I am a sucker for smelling good and for new body care products, but instead of me going to Lush like the girls are and buying Lush's dusting powder products, I decided to make my own. So let's go ahead and try this. So I got this idea from this creator right here. I guess she makes her own dusting powders. I guess this is like an Arabic tradition as well. And I thought this was brilliant because why go to Lush and buy the dusting powder that everybody else is buying and just make your own signature scent? Like, duh. So we're doing this. So my favorite scent that I like to smell like is anything floral and rosy. So I went in my perfume collection and I picked out my best 4 and favorite floral and rosy perfumes. And this is what I'm gonna put in my dusting powder to create my personal signature scent. I decided to get this jar off of Amazon instead of like the really decorative dusting bowls that I see a lot of girls have. I can hold more dusting powder in here and it was cheaper, so yeah. Then you're gonna need some cornstarch shower powder, okay? This is way better than using baby powder because it doesn't have the harsh chemicals. So this is the first product I'm gonna put in my jar. Pour it on in there, girl. Next product you're gonna go in with is your favorite like body oil or perfume oil that you have. This is my favorite from Nest New York. This is the Turkish Rose perfume oil and it smells, oh my gosh, this smells so good. And what you're gonna do is take a cotton round and you're gonna soak your perfume oil in the cotton round and put it in your dusting powder. After you do that, add another layer of your cornstarch in there. All right, so I had to go look back at the video. She not only just used the perfume oil, she also used a body oil as well. So I'm gonna go in with this one right here. This is my favorite body oil. Add it in your jar. More powder. Okay, so now it's time to go in with your favorite perfumes. My first perfume I'm gonna go in with is Miss Dior Blossom Boutique. Add it into my jar. I cannot pronounce her name, but she is the Garden of Eden, okay? She is divine. Spray her down too. My other favorite rose perfume from one of my favorite brands that I cannot pronounce, but I'm also gonna put her in here as well. She smells really good. Fuck! Okay, now that I have all of my scents in here, It already smells divine, okay? I'm gonna close it and just shake it up. She's ready and she's smelling good, okay? Let's do, oh yes. Divine. Wow. I'm really glad I came across that creator's video because this was so fun to make. The only thing that I do not know, and she didn't mention in her video, is how long the shelf life is. I would really appreciate if somebody can tell me in the comments when this will expire, okay? But besides that, definitely check this out and make your own signature dusting powder, because what a fun and cool creative way to smell good all day.
Okay, I have to admit, this is one of the more creative fragrance hacks I've seen recently. What makes it interesting isn't just the powder itself, but the fact that she's trying to create a custom scent blend inside the container. You've got perfume oils, body oils, perfume powders, and multiple fragrance notes all being combined into one experience. Now, everyone's preferences are different, and not every scent combination will work perfectly together. That's probably where a little experimenting comes in. What smells amazing to one person could smell completely different to someone else, which is why fragrance can be such a personal thing. But I can definitely understand why people enjoy these types of routines. There's something funny about creating a scent that feels unique to you rather than smelling exactly like everyone else. And if we are to be real for a second, some people treat fragrance almost like a hobby at this point. They are mixing, testing, layering, and creating combinations the same way someone else might experiment with makeup or fashion. So the biggest takeaway from this routine is that fragrance layering doesn't always have to follow strict rules. Sometimes people discover their favorite scent combinations simply by trying something new and seeing what works for them. But as we have seen today, there isn't just one way to use dusting powder in a fragrance routine. Some people keep things simple, while others enjoy layering multiple products to create a longer, lasting, and more personalized scent experience. Anyways, at the end of the day, the best routine is the one that makes you feel fresh, confident, and comfortable throughout the day. And I would love to know which method was your favorite and whether you have ever tried layering dusting powder with your perfumes or body oils. Let us know in the comments. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more beauty and fragrance content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.